The story of the first half was Shaylin Bergeson. Shay must have gotten a new phone plan recently because she was dialed in from long distance in the first half. Bergeson went off, hitting 5 threes and finishing with 19 points before the halftime break. Alyssa Smith increased the Lady Tigers' lead when she got into the paint and hit the floater over the defense. Then, Alyssa Smith helped get her teammate involved, slipping the bounce pass underneath to Lauren Smith for the bucket. The Lady Tigers headed to the locker room with a 10-point lead, 34-24. North Penn Mansfield lost some ground in the opening moments of the second half. Their lead shrunk to 2 points at the end of the third quarter. But Lauren Smith helped keep the Lady Tigers in front with a couple of jumpers from the short corner. Bergeson hit yet another 3 in the fourth quarter to help the Lady Tigers hold on to their lead. Then, Alyssa Smith beat the defense baseline with a beautiful Euro step, finishing in the paint. The junior point guard would follow up with 5 clutch free throws in the final minute to seal the victory for the Lady Tigers, 57-51.
We are getting several reports in the area of a scam going around, people claiming to be from Penelect, and they're claiming that people are behind on their bills. They're going to shut their electric off in 45 minutes if they don't pay up, and they're being really forceful about it. So usually I want to get this out here right away because of the amount of activity that we're seeing. And again, it's from Penelect. They're saying they're from Penelect provider and they're going to shut the electric off. People out there, if you're seeing anything like that, make sure that you're calling your utility provider and verifying anything if you think something is wrong. Or the biggest thing is don't give out any identifying information. No account numbers, no check numbers, any of your identifying information. Just make sure you don't give that to them and call the utility provider yourself.
Thank you, Chief, very much for that information.
Well, thank you.
Lizzie Poyer started the third by pushing the ball up the court, then stopped to gather herself and drained a 3 from the left wing.
North Penn Liberty got back-to-back buckets from Michaela Schmauder. First she goes glass for 2, then she steps out for a long 3.
Fourth quarter, Wellsboro's JV team got some playing time, and Luna Alexander scores on a nice jump shot. Then Catherine Brott drives down the middle of the paint for an easy layup to close out the game.
After an injury or illness, the road to recovery can be a bumpy one. At Susquehanna Health Rehabilitation Services, we offer the right treatment at the right time to get you back to the life you want to live. Our local team of physical and occupational therapists make your care convenient with locations throughout Tioga County. Learn more at susquehannahealth.org/rehab.
Mansfield started the game on fire. The defense gives Daquan Jones space, and he makes him pay with the triple. Cedric Powell gets the big guy involved early as he finds Matt Tamanoski cutting to the basket for the layup. Then Mansfield turned defense into offense when Powell came up with the loose ball and passed it ahead to Malik Carter for the finish. The Mounties kept the pressure on as Carter jumps in the passing lane for the steal, then takes it coast to coast for the contested layup. Mansfield would rip off 17 consecutive points before Lock Haven even got on the board. But the Bald Eagles would battle their way back into the game behind a strong first half from Amir Hinton. The first half ended with Mansfield ahead, 44-42. Second half, Lock Haven would draw themselves even and then take the lead in the opening moments of the half. But Mansfield would reclaim the lead after Tamanoski scores over 2 defenders on the inbounds play. Then Carter uses the shot fake to get the defense in the air, steps in and scores. A 3-pointer late in the half from Jahide Gardner put the Mounties up by 6 and they would never look back, finishing the game with an 89-82 victory.
Liberty's Alex Kyle won by forfeit at 1:26, and Carl Dinger pinned Wellsboro's Connor Ramsey in 1 minute and 2 seconds at 1:32.
The Mounties' Riley Walker won by forfeit at 1:38, and Cameron Andrews pinned Caleb Sinkler in 5 minutes 47 seconds at 1:45.
At 1:52, Wellsboro's Jared Marino won a 7-2 decision over Casey Amaral. And Judson Wise, Caleb Heater, and Hunter May all won by forfeit.
Wellsboro's Hunter Brown won a 14-1 major decision over Kobe Knipe at 1:95, and Caleb Smith won by forfeit at 2:20.
In the final match of the evening, the Mounties' Justin Kreiner scored a 16-1 tech fall over Robert Brown at 2:85, and Roger Learn won by forfeit at 1:06. Liberty is now 4-12 on the year, and Wellsboro falls to 3-12. The Hornets are at the Battle of the Border tournament on Saturday, and Liberty wrestles Williamson on Thursday, January 26th. Thank you for joining us here today on Homepage Sports.
One of the biggest reasons that I picked Mansfield was because it felt like a home away from home, and that was really important for me because it was my first stepping off point as a more independent adult. I wanted Mansfield because it was affordable and a good quality education. When I came here to visit, I actually got to sit in on some business classes. The professors actually sat down and talked to me, which was really special. Mansfield represents that independence with also a familiarity to it, which I think is something that students should consider when they're looking at colleges.